Hello guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to another video and welcome to my Kraken Pet grind loot video. So yes, in this one I'm going to be showcasing a brief introduction on the boss, how to kill it. It's not very difficult at all, and all the loot that we got on the way to obtaining the Kraken Pet, which has a drop rate of 1 in 3,000, and I can say it took a lot more than 3,000 kills to get this follower. The easiest way to get to the boss is to use the Fairy Ring AKQ to the Piscatorus Hunter area, and then just run to the west and enter the cave. In this cave you can only kill the monsters in there when you're on a Slayer task, and then for the boss you should usually use a private instance. You pay 20k and you will have no disturbances throughout, so it's always worth doing that. And now with the death mechanics, you are safe if you die here too. Previously you would lose everything other than 3 items if you died in the instance, but that has been changed since the gravestone update. And yes, you can see, look at the gear. I did not know that, yes, it would take over 8,800 kills to have that follow-up behind me, as you can see there. So yes, just a brief intro on the Kraken boss, and it is a Slayer boss. It requires level 87 Slayer to kill. Cannot be boosted either, so you've got to get a Cave Kraken Slayer task and you need 87 for that. The combat level is 291, the HP is 255, and it's located in the Kraken Cove, as I showed you at the start of the video. Whilst having a very generous drop table filled with good supplies, these are the notable drops you can get. So the Kraken Tentacle, which you attach to the Abyssal Whip, that is a 1 in 400 chance. The Trident of the Seas, fully charged, probably one of the best starting weapons in the game anyway for Mage, 1 in 512 drop rate. The Jar of Dirt, the classic trial drop, a few bosses in the game have that, 1 in 1,000. Elite Clues, 1 in 500, and then the Pet Kraken are 1 in 3,000. My kill count on this boss in March 2020 was a lot less than 6,000. Yes, I did a lot of Kraken kills over the last 10 months. In order, I guess, to get this pet, we decided we were going to go after it and just get it, as the tasks are quite common. And the nice thing about Kraken is it's a very kind of relaxed AFK task. You just simply tag the tentacles, hit each of them once, and then hit the boss once, and then the fight begins, and then you pretty much just AFK. It's got very low mage defense. Magic level is 1, so it's weird. It uses what's called a type plus magical ranged, which rolls off your magic defense, so you're better off wearing high mage defense gear like Carol's or Armadale here, as opposed to high mage attack bonus, because you don't really need that. But yeah, just showing you a few of the drops you can get from this boss. We've got the Tentacle, the Trident of the Seas, the Jar of Dirt, and eventually I will show you the pet, but we'll just keep talking. Yes, if I got a Jar of Dirt in the instance, I would usually put it in the corner of the room, so I just couldn't see it while I was killing the boss. The kills an hour are quite good. I think they were about probably 60-70 kills an hour, depending on how much I focused. You also get frequent shark drops, so it pretty much extends the trip every time by 5 or 6 kills. Otherwise the damage is kind of quite consistent, but the KO potential here is very low. The kill count was at 7,500 here before we had a bit of a disaster towards the end of 2020. I was playing a bit of the Trailblazer Leagues and I got the Kraken Pet on 9 kill count. Yes, I have to say that did hurt a little bit after doing so many kills on the main, but yeah, I guess on the leagues we got the drop anyway. But we weren't showing any signs of getting the drop on the main game. Yes, it was good. I was kind of feeling like, oh my god, this is going to take another 7,500 kills now to get that 1 in 3,000 drop, although I guess it is the same chance every kill. I'll talk a bit more about the RNG and probability side at the end of the video. And yeah, plenty of Tridents and Kraken Tentacles to keep us sort of, I guess, in a bit of profit. I worked out it's about 13k per kill it costs in Toxic Trident charges. Not be going through the full loot towards the end of the video, but we are getting closer to that. Casey, you might have noticed what it was in the clip where I had the pet. But yeah, I think 3 jars of dirt in the space of 600 kills was certainly making me feel like it's never going to drop. But yes, it did drop. You can see in the chat box there, it is over! Exclamation marks. 8,849 was the magic number, and yeah, what's Kraken? Not heard that one before. And yeah, a bit of the other dialogue. I can safely say that felt extremely good to get done. Okay, to look at our collection log then, tracking all the main drops that we got from the Kraken. So yeah, the one pet, the 16 tentacles, 18 tridents, and 9 jars. So fairly consistent on the uniques. Probably not as many tentacles as perhaps we should have got, but decent in terms of tridents. Thanks to a rune-like plugin called Loot Logger, this is a separate one that you can find in the plugin hub, I was able to track 6,500 of those kills and see exactly what loot we got. So it estimates at 145 mil, but as I said, it does cost about 13k a kill in charges, so the profit certainly wasn't anywhere near as much as that. The battle stars, death runes, Sanfu serums, coins and blood runes making up the majority of the profit, along with the magic seeds and of course the unique drops there as well, the tentacles and the tridents. As I said, the base drops are very good from this boss anyway, lots of very good supplies if you're an Iron Man. And then in terms of my loot logger log, I had 12 tridents, 14 tentacles, 7 jars and the pet in the 6,500 kills after the first 2,200 or whatever that is. So got some elite clues in there too. I turned most of those into master clues. That was kind of quite a nice addition. Got a few brimstone keys when I got Kraken on a Konar task as well. It's quite a good way to get Kraken tasks using Konar, as they are much more common I think than the others, and the brimstone keys just to make a nice addition to either the profit or supplies if that's what you're after. Time to have a look at the probability and numbers side of this. The pet drop rate is a 1 in 3,000 and my kill count for the pet was 8,849. So there was a plugin on RuneLite that helps me calculate this as well. My odds of getting the pet by 3,000 kill count in terms of probability, so not RNG really, 63%, and that's the same for most drop rates actually overall. Even the 1 in 5,000 chance, I think if you are to do that said kill count, it will be about 63% chance. And then yeah, my chance of getting the pet by the KC I got it was up to 94%, so quite grim I think, as there's a lot of people I'm sure got it early. And yeah, basically if I was at 8848 KC, about 94% of people would have gotten the pet by then, but I was in the 6% that hadn't, if that makes any sense. But yeah, it evens out overall in the game. That there are pets that you get that are very early that make up for the ones where you go dry. This was one where we did go quite dry, but again, Kraken, not a bad place to go dry at all. Made a bit of money along the way, and it's not like an easy pet I'd say, because I did so much kill count, but it's easy in the sense there's not really much concentration or effort required to actually kill the boss. And then, you know, the hardest thing is of course rolling that 1 in 3,000 chance. But yeah, congratulations to all of you guys who got it a long time before 8849 KC, and I wish you all the best on your next pet hunting adventures, as I do myself as well. Hope I don't do 8849 KC anywhere else, or it's unlikely I'll get that far. I'll probably have given up by then unless it's something as easy as Kraken. But yeah, anyway, thanks for tuning into the video today guys, and yeah, best of luck, and I'll see you in the next video.